Zig Ziglar's secrets to building unshakable confidence. In today's digital age, where we're bombarded with endless information, it's easy to feel overwhelmed by self-doubt and uncertainty. Have you ever found yourself questioning your abilities, fearing failure, or feeling like you don't measure up? Well, let me tell you this. There's a secret weapon that can help you build unshakable confidence, and it all comes down to understanding and applying Zig Ziglar's secrets. Zig Ziglar, a legendary motivational speaker and author, has shared his wisdom with millions over the years. He has taught us how to conquer our fears, overcome obstacles, and become unstoppable in our endeavors. In his book, The Power of Believing You Can, Zig Ziglar shares his insights on building unshakable confidence. Here's what you need to know, starting with the first secret. Secret 1. Understand your value. Imagine standing at the edge of a cliff, staring down into a deep abyss. You're scared, and every step forward feels like a leap of faith. That's how many of us feel when we step out of our comfort zones, especially when it comes to believing in ourselves. Zig Ziglar says, "You are valuable because you exist." Simple, right? But so many of us struggle with this fundamental truth. Let me share a story with you. I once had a client who was terrified of public speaking. She was a brilliant marketing strategist, yet she wouldn't even consider giving a presentation. She felt worthless and inadequate, convinced that everyone else was more talented and confident than her. One day, I asked her if she believed she was valuable. It took her a moment to realize that yes, she did indeed have value. And then, something magical happened. When she started seeing herself as valuable, she began to believe in her own worth. She started practicing small talks and eventually gave a speech that impressed everyone in the room. She realized that her value wasn't defined by others. It was inherent. This secret is about recognizing and embracing your intrinsic value. No matter what you do or don't achieve, you are valuable simply because you exist. This understanding will fuel your confidence and propel you forward. So here's something you should know. Whenever you doubt yourself, take a moment to remind yourself of your value. Remember, you are unique and irreplaceable. Secret 2. Embrace failure. Have you ever failed at something you really wanted to do? Maybe you tried out for a team sport, auditioned for a play, or even applied for a job you were passionate about. Failing can be incredibly discouraging, and it's easy to fall into a cycle of self-criticism. However, Zig Ziglar believes that failure is not the opposite of success. It's part of the process. He suggests that every failure is a stepping stone toward success. I want to share another story with you. A few years ago, I was working on a project that was crucial for my career. I spent countless hours researching, planning, and preparing. But when I presented my findings, the feedback was devastating. My ideas were met with skepticism, and I felt like I had failed. Yet, Zig Ziglar's words resonated deeply within me. He encouraged me to see my failure not as a setback, but as a learning opportunity. I analyzed the feedback, identified areas for improvement, and came back stronger. Eventually, my ideas were embraced, and my project became a huge success. Looking back, I realized that failure was a necessary step in my journey towards success. Embracing failure means acknowledging its role in your growth and transformation. Instead of letting it paralyze you, use it as a catalyst for change. When you fail, ask yourself what you learned, what you can improve, and how you can apply those lessons moving forward. By doing so, You'll find that each failure brings you closer to your goals. Secret 3. Cultivate positive habits. Building unshakable confidence isn't just about believing in yourself. It's also about nurturing habits that support your growth and well-being. Zig Ziglar emphasizes the importance of positive habits, such as reading, exercise, and gratitude. These habits create a foundation for a healthy mindset and boost your overall confidence. I want to tell you a personal anecdote now. Before I started working with Zig Ziglar, I struggled with anxiety and self-doubt. I would wake up feeling exhausted and ready to give up. But Zig Ziglar introduced me to the power of morning routines. He suggested that I read a chapter from a book every morning, which helped me set a positive tone for the day. Additionally, he recommended that I incorporate physical activity into my daily routine. Even a short walk in the park or some stretching exercises made a significant difference in my mood and energy levels. Finally, he encouraged me to practice gratitude each evening, which allowed me to reflect on the good things in my life and appreciate the progress I had made. These simple habits transformed my outlook on life. They helped me manage stress better, increased my resilience, and boosted my confidence. Now, whenever I feel anxious or uncertain, I rely on these habits to keep me grounded and focused on my goals. So, cultivate positive habits that align with your values and passions. Whether it's reading, exercising, meditating, or spending time with loved ones, these habits will nourish your mind and body, ultimately enhancing your confidence. Secret 4. Surround yourself with positivity. Imagine walking into a room filled with people who make you feel good, supportive, and motivated. Now, imagine walking into a room where negativity and criticism abound. Which environment would you prefer? Zig Ziglar believes that your circle of influence plays a critical role in shaping your confidence. Surrounding yourself with positive, encouraging people will reinforce your belief in yourself and inspire you to achieve great things. Let me tell you this, I've seen the power of positive environments firsthand. When I started working with Zig Ziglar, I surrounded myself with like-minded individuals who shared my passion for personal development. We supported each other, celebrated our successes, and offered constructive feedback when needed. This environment created a ripple effect of positivity that boosted my confidence and fueled my motivation. Moreover, Zig Ziglar teaches us that we have the power to influence the people around us. When we choose to be kind, empathetic, and encouraging, we can create a supportive atmosphere that uplifts others. By surrounding ourselves with positive influences, we attract similar people into our lives, further reinforcing our confidence. So, take action and seek out like-minded individuals who will uplift you. Attend networking events, join clubs, or connect with friends who share your values. Surrounding yourself with positivity will not only enhance your confidence, but also create a ripple effect of positivity in your life. Secret 5. Set clear goals. Do you know why Zig Ziglar is considered one of the most influential motivational speakers of all time? Because he helps people set clear, achievable goals. Zig Ziglar believes that having a vision and a plan gives you direction and purpose. Without goals, you're like a ship without a compass, lost in the vast ocean of uncertainty. I want to share a story with you. A few years ago, I was struggling with indecision about my career path. I had several options, but I couldn't decide which one was best for me. Zig Ziglar's advice resonated with me. He encouraged me to write down my goals and break them down into manageable steps. He also reminded me that setting clear goals is like planting seeds. You need to water them, nurture them, and watch them grow. Following Zig Ziglar's guidance, I started by identifying my core values and interests. Then, I set specific, measurable goals for each area of my life. For example, I aim to publish a book within 2 years and secure a speaking engagement within 6 months. By breaking these goals into smaller tasks, I could track my progress and stay motivated. As I worked towards my goals, I encountered challenges, but I remained committed to my vision. Every time I faced setbacks, I reminded myself of the progress I had already made and the steps I had taken. This focus on my goals not only boosted my confidence, but also kept me motivated to keep pushing forward. So set clear, achievable goals for yourself. Write them down, break them down into actionable steps, and celebrate your progress along the way. By setting clear goals, you'll have a roadmap to guide you through your journey and help you build unshakable confidence. Secret 6. Practice self-compassion. Lastly, Zig Ziglar emphasizes the importance of self-compassion. Many of us are our own worst critics, often beating ourselves up for perceived shortcomings or mistakes. However, Zig Ziglar teaches us that self-compassion is essential for building unshakable confidence. It involves treating yourself with kindness, understanding, and forgiveness. I want to share a personal experience with you. Once, I made a significant mistake at work that jeopardized a project. I felt devastated and ashamed. I was consumed by self-doubt and fear of failure. But Zig Ziglar's teachings came to my rescue. He reminded me that mistakes are opportunities for growth, and it's okay to make them. He encouraged me to practice self-compassion by forgiving myself and focusing on my strengths. By practicing self-compassion, I was able to regain my composure and move forward. I recognized that my mistakes were temporary and that I was capable of learning from them. This shift in mindset allowed me to bounce back stronger and more confident. So practice self-compassion by being kind to yourself. Treat yourself with the same empathy and understanding you would offer to a friend. When you make a mistake, acknowledge it, learn from it, and move forward. By cultivating self-compassion, you'll build a stronger, more resilient sense of self-confidence. Conclusion. Now let me ask you this: how much do you believe in yourself? How?